here.
Yo, you people, what it is, it's your boy Figure Lee, and welcome back to the toy department. Today we're going down our A11 Street Fighter DeeJay featuring Ken on deck in the toy department. So yo, when Jada decided they was going to drop these Street Fighter figs, you know, I didn't say I was all in, but I was for it because I'm a big Street Fighter fan. I went through all the video games, got my t-shirts, my figs, of course. You know, so I was like, yeah, let me see what's going on. Here's the thing though, the roster that they have is like full blown, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm only collecting the figs that I played with in the game actually. So me being able to run through the first set of releases or the first wave, and then, you know, Ken coming out, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that. And then some other figs that came out, and I was just like, you know what, because, you know, I never seen Ryu in Target. I never seen Ken in Target. I never seen anybody in Target. The most I've seen like maybe one Fei Long, and then I seen a Chung Li. And, well, actually I seen like 8 or 9 of them bad boys. But what I'm saying is the ones that are on the roster that I played with, I just weren't seeing them, you know, like in the store itself. So one day I just happened to be in Target, and I was like, yeah, let me go to the collector spot, because I usually hit that spot and then I go to the main toy aisle, and then you know, I go from there or whatever. So this one day I'm in Target, and I go to the collector spot, and I'm looking, I'm scanning. I don't see anything, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when you go to the collector spot, you gotta like look, you gotta move stuff around, and this and that. And I moved some stuff around, and I don't know, maybe somebody was hiding them. I'm not really sure, but there he was. And I was like, oh, you know, so DeeJay ended up being the very first Street Fighter fig that I actually found, that I got, that I wanted. So I was pretty geeked about that. And, you know, things just kind of went away, because you know, I went back, I looked in the main toy aisle. I had been to Walmart, a couple other places, and you know, the Target that, you know, that's in my city is the only place that carries Street Fighter. I haven't seen Street Fighter figs from Jada nowhere else in the city. You know what I'm saying? So if I want them, I have to go to Target, and it's kind of a hit and miss type of thing, because I've seen 2 Street Fighter figs there. And the ones that I want, I haven't been running up on, but I was able to cop this DeeJay, and everything was great with it. So I get to moving around, and maybe about a week or 2 later, the Target that I go to is connected to the mall. So inside the mall, there's Books A Millions, GameStop, and FYE. So I'm back at Target. I don't see anything. So I hit Books A Million, I hit the GameStop, and I was like, you know what? Regardless of, you know, the prices that are in FYE, I'm gonna go take a look anyway. So I went in there and took a look, and they had Ken, they had Bison, they had Dalsim, they had Ryu, they had like pretty much, you know, all the ones that you could get that's been released as far as retail is concerned. And I'm like, yo, I've never seen, and it was only one of each, but to be able to see them, I was like, yo, this is insane. So I look at the prices, and at FYE, this bad boy was $39. Okay, so plus tax and whatever else they wanted to add on to it and tack onto it, you know, that was gonna be like $40. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. So I went ahead and passed him up, but I still went and looked in there. So then the next weekend rolls around, and we back at the mall, did a little bit of this and that, and then I was like, you know what? I see a 70% off sign at FYE, so I'm like, well, let me go up in here and see what's going on. So going to FYE, I'm looking around, and it's not as thick as it used to be. Like, it's just, stuff is missing off the walls. You know, 70, 50, 20, 25, all these percent offs of everything throughout the store. And I'm looking around like, this bad boy is closing down. and we already know why. You know what I'm saying? So I go to looking around. I'm like, oh yeah. So I head back to where the action figures is at, and it's bare. I mean, when I say it's bare, we go from, you know, damn near a whole wall of figs from top to bottom to like 6 or 7 action figures. And like I'm looking at them and I'm like, yo, this place, they really doing it. They really shutting it down. So when I went in there, my whole point was to grab Dawsim. Okay, that was like what was on my list. And when I went in there and I didn't see anything going on, I was like, yo, not a waste of time, but I still felt some type of way because, you know, I wanted, you know, Dawsim. Well, I looked, I was like, all right, so I go look at, you know, some other things, some hoods and all this other good stuff. Something tells me to go back over there. So I go back over there, and what did I miss? Ken on deck. I was like, yo, I'm getting ready to get this. So instead of me just like wandering around, looking through the Blu-rays and all this other good stuff, I go straight to, you know, checkout, and they check him out. So it's like 70%. Then it was like another, you know, something percent off of it or whatever. So instead of him being like 39 or 40 with the change or whatever and the taxes, I ended up getting this cat for like 15 bucks. It was like 15, so 16 and some change, which to me worked itself all the way out, especially since I hadn't seen any of them anywhere. So to be able to snatch these two guys up and add two to, you know, a roster of maybe 6 when I'm done, you know, I'm geeked about it. It's not a review, okay? I'm not. Everybody has done that, so you know how they move. You know everything about them. The articulation is dope on them. You know, I just, you know, there's some things, some accessories. I really dig the fireball effect with the hands in it. But they could have gave us a flame effect for the hand. But if I go digging around in my accessories of hot glue items that I have made for my figures, I'm pretty sure I could find one. But other than that, I really do, you know, dig the whole Street Fighter hookup from Jada. And I know that Storm Collectibles is dropping Storm Arena. And that being the alpha hookups for the Street Fighters, I'm really geeked about that too. So, as far as these two are concerned, you know, they on deck. I'm not worried about it. I can put them to the side and then focus on my next two. That'll give me 4. Focus on my next two, because Akuma has to be one of the ones. Akuma has to be one of the ones. I'm not worried about any other thing else other than Akuma. But 6 all day, because there's 6 players, there's 6 characters that I play with. And then, you know, as far as the Jada Street Fighter, you know, hookup goes, it's a wrap. I'm not doing any of the Challenger 2s with the different colors. I'm going to keep it real simple, because I think I'm going to go all in on this whole Storm Arena thing. So outside of that, still dope figs, dope finds. I was glad that, you know, that I can get them and pick them up and find them, and, you know, get one for retail and one for not retail, and, you know, 70% off and all that good stuff. So outside of all that, you people, you know how we do it. Always stay in God's grace. And into the next run, hey yo, 100, no change. Peace.